Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about all the delicious food we ate while in Bangkok.
Yeah, Bangkok is definitely one of our favorite food cities, and we just wanted to share with you the variety of dishes that we experienced, from local dishes to Michelin guide street food. It's actually one of the few cities where you can try Michelin guide street food that's not going to break the bank. Where are we starting?
Markets.
Markets, local markets.
Local markets.
Yeah. Okay guys, so let's get straight into it.
So it was our first night in Bangkok and we decided to take a walk. I think we're on our way to the 7-Eleven.
Yes.
And we stumbled across the small night market.
A very local market.
Very local market. And they had such a variety of vendors. There was grilled fish, there was poultry, thrifting goods, fresh produce, lots of delicious fruit as well.
And we wanted to try like everything.
Yeah. And
but we were a little bit scared of like trying things because we didn't know what we were looking at. Basically everything was in Thai, but we did manage to try like 2 or 3 things that was absolutely delicious.
It was.
So what did we try?
We tried these spicy, I think it was beef and pork meatballs, but they were like tiny sausages.
Super, super spicy.
Good. Very tasty. Very tasty. That's spicy. Keep some spicy.
Try the beef one.
This is a lot more spicy, but it's really good, really good.
Oh, you also tried some of the pork crackling.
That was the tastiest pork crackling I've ever had.
That is so bloody good.
It's good.
Please buy me some.
They were super friendly. The vendors were super friendly and so helpful in trying to explain things to us, which was great.
So that's your sign to, if you see somewhere that doesn't look very touristy, that looks very local, just to go ahead and try and engage. It will be a language barrier. We did struggle to like ask what the prices of things were and transact with them. So don't be afraid to try and communicate with them and explore local markets.
And on another occasion, I think we're coming back from a restaurant, we came across the Thai sausages from a local street vendor.
Although we did mess up because there's 2 versions of the sausage, right? I guess like a normal sausage flavored version. And then there's a second one that's a little bit sour.
I think that's the one that contains fermented rice, and that's the one we ended up buying.
So the next time we do that, we'll try and get the
sweeter version,
the other
of the
version.
normal version.
Yeah. Okay, so that brings us to 7-Elevens, and they are everywhere.
Literally everywhere, on every corner.
They're convenient, super convenient for all kinds of things, but especially for snacks, ready meals. You get like prepared meals. You can also buy ready meals that you warm in the microwave. We saw a lot of content online hyping up a lot of products from the 7-Eleven, so we definitely wanted to go and experience that.
Famous cheese toasty. They ask us to if you want to toast it. So it's definitely Moorish. I can see why people like it. Got a ready meal. So this is what the pork fried rice looks like. Not bad at all. Strawberry Fanta, some gum, original Red Bull.
Will it give me wings?
Oh, it tastes so much better. I really like it. What do you think of the noodles, Troy?
It tastes a little bit better than the ones we have at home.
What were some of the favorite things we tried?
Definitely the toasted sandwiches, because they also toast it for you at the store, so it's super fresh.
The ham and cheese.
Ham and cheese. I think we also had a tuna.
Oh, the tuna mayo croissant version was also really good.
We also tried onigiri.
That was definitely one of the ones that we saw online that everyone was talking about. Triangular sushi rolls. Hand roll, like a hand roll almost.
Like a hand roll filled with different types of meat fillings. You get salmon, you get tuna. I'm sure you get prawn as well.
I even saw sweet versions.
Yeah.
And it has a seaweed wrapping and it's got like a very funny way of opening them. So those were amazing. We had those multiple times.
Like crunch, like It's like sushi. Can I have another bite?
Of course you can.
And then we had this tray of rolls that were filled with sausages. It was the yummiest, one of the yummiest things I've had
Like
in Bangkok.
Vienna rolls.
But on a different level, on a Thai level. It was amazing. If you just wanted a quick snack or to take something back to your hotel room because you were having a lazy day,
Exactly.
this is the place to get some.
We love 7-Eleven. Hotel breakfasts.
Yum, 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 yum,
Yeah.
yum.
We absolutely love hotel breakfasts in Asia. It was just the best thing on the planet.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is that they include or they cater for Western and Asian preferences. You know, some of our favorite things were things like fried rice for breakfast. Anything with rice for breakfast is going to be amazing, right?
Noodles,
Curries.
the fruit is next level.
It's always just so sweet and delicious. We tried things like masaman curry for breakfast. They had congee stations, which is the savory porridge with a whole lot of different ingredients that you can customize.
The eggs taste different in Asia.
It's like a stronger egg flavor. And like even the yolks are just like
More orangey.
super saturated. Yeah, a lot of them are buffet style breakfast. So what's really nice is like teas and coffees are always included. So yeah, if you have the opportunity to have breakfast included, it's normally not crazy expensive to include breakfast. If you can include breakfast in your hotel stays, I would do it because there's always a great spread. Okay, so let's get straight into some specific places around Bangkok. Start with, I think this is like one of your favorite places.
Definitely. If I could pitch a tent and live there, I would.
Yeah, so obviously the market is known for its I think it's got like 16,000 stalls. There's a variety of things. You need to spend a whole day there. It is extremely hot in the market, really, really hot. So we were trying to cool down and get something to eat. So we found a place called the Mixed at Chatuchak, which is I guess a air-conditioned part of the market.
Yeah.
It's indoors, food court on the upper level.
And the smells that hit you when you enter. We tried chicken rice and we tried tom yum soup.
Chicken rice is a very popular local dish. We actually saw it in a lot of Thailand videos, right? It looks deceptively bland, but actually when you taste it, it is so flavorful because it's cooked in that broth. Yeah.
It just melts in your mouth.
And they do give you some of that broth on the side, which is also very, very nice.
I ate it wherever I could. It was that.
And then the second dish we had was tom yum noodles. Yeah.
That was super spicy, so flavorful.
The minimum amount of spice.
It was still spicy.
And it was still very spicy and very satisfying. Oh, and then we tried to go and find the ice cream man. He was called Mr. Tor's Ice Cream. We were not disappointed.
Coconut ice cream with
Actual
coconut flesh from a young coconut. He has a variety of toppings that you can choose from. We took peanut, jackfruit,
and pineapple.
And pineapple.
Hands down the best ice cream I've ever had.
It was heaven.
So we highly recommend finding that particular guy, Mr. Tor's.
On our way out from the market, we tried some fruit from the street vendor. I had some sliced mango.
Oh yes, yeah.
So tasty, so fresh. It came with a spicy dipping mixture as well. Highly recommend you trying that.
Yeah, I think the mangoes in Thailand are just like 10 out of 10. If you get anything with mango in it or fresh cut mango or mango sticky rice, just know that the mango is going to be top level.
Food courts are a great way to try local dishes, especially if you do not feel comfortable trying anything from the local street vendors or local markets. It's super clean, it's affordable, it's air conditioned, and the food was super yummy.
If you are hesitant of trying local dishes, that's like your gateway into trying a whole lot of local Thai dishes without the worry of getting sick or that kind of thing. Like every mall, every shopping center you go to is going to have a food court, and you know that it's going to be of a very high quality and a very high standard. The first one we went to was at Central World. Interesting enough, the food courts also have a lot of the Michelin guide satellite restaurants there. So You don't have to go to a specific restaurant to try that meal. They have multiple satellite restaurants.
Yeah.
So if you're looking to tick off places off your list for the Michelin guide, that's definitely a way to do it, is through some of these food courts. Okay, so the couple of things that we tried at this food court.
Okay, so we got some dumplings. These are shrimp and pork, and then these are shrimp dumplings. Troy's got a pork bao bun. And then we've also got a Michelin guide beef noodle dish with beef balls, braised beef, sliced beef, and Angus beef.
Troy really enjoyed the bao bun. Dumplings were really, really good.
So flavorful.
And then the one Michelin guide dish we tried.
So rich and flavorful. I thought it was a little bit sweet in the beginning.
Yes.
But after you add all the little accompaniments that come with it, it was super good.
A lot of Asian flavors are a mix of sweet and sour. Some of the meat cuts were also just absolutely amazing. It was like super tender. Even things like the cartilagey bits, they just cooked for so long, they literally just melted in your mouth. So I can see why it would be on the Michelin guide. Yeah. Let's talk about Terminal 21. And this was an interesting food court because on a lot of videos we saw that it was the best value food court you could go to. You could get meals for like 40, 50 baht. You could get an entire meal. So we had a little bit of a challenge that day. We wanted to see what we could get for about $10, which is what, equivalent to about
just under 200.
under 200 Rand. And this is what we managed to get.
Okay, so this is the pad thai shrimp omelette or prawn omelette. And then this is chicken biryani. Troy's pork fried noodles.
I'm so hungry.
So Troy really enjoyed his dish. It was the pork noodles,
Yeah.
pork fried noodles.
So I had chicken biryani. I think we saw it at a few other courts and I really wanted to try that. The flavor was a bit mild. It was still very tasty.
Yes.
But I think I would have preferred something a bit spicier and a bit more flavor.
And I had the prawn pad thai that was like wrapped in
So pretty.
an omelette. Very, very, very tasty. And then the last thing we tried was mango sticky rice because we'd been waiting to try mango sticky rice.
Trey finally got a mango sticky rice.
That for me, it was okay. I think I expected it to be much more flavorful. It was still very tasty. It was just, I was expecting a different type of flavor.
Yeah, later on we'll show you the mango sticky rice that like blew our socks off. Okay guys, so let's move on to the bougier side of food courts, the Icon Siam. So Icon Siam is like, I guess, the flagship premium mall in Thailand, in Bangkok. And it's, you know, it's obviously where you're gonna find Louis Vuitton and Prada and all the sort of luxury brands. But they have a really beautiful food court that you can go and experience a bunch of different meals. Even things like crocodile, which we didn't end up trying because from South Africa we already know what crocodile tastes like. Chicken, basically.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
So we had 3 dishes.
So this is a mixture of different dumplings. Prawn dumpling, crab dumpling, and shrimp and pork. Pad khao.
Pad kapow, pork belly.
So that's chicken rice. It's a mixture of boiled and grilled chicken. Some chicken broth with it as well.
So for me, the chicken rice wasn't as great as the chicken rice I had at Chatuchak. The dumplings were tasty.
The dumplings were really good. Troy absolutely loves dumplings with the
pork belly.
The pork belly.
That was super, super, super spicy.
Oh, very spicy. Very spicy.
That's so hot. But it's very tasty.
But it was really tasty.
Highly recommend. A little later on, we decided to get desserts. So Trey ended up finally getting this mango sticky rice that she wanted.
Not just any mango sticky rice, the Rolls Royce of mango sticky rice.
Yeah.
It was so tasty. It had different colors of rice balls and each color was like a different flavor.
Coconut ice cream was unbelievable.
Yeah. I don't think any other mango sticky rice could top that.
Yeah.
5 out of 5. It's one of the best things we've had since we've got here.
Definitely.
It's amazing.
Really, yeah.
You got to kind of weigh up what you're getting in terms of quality and the level of dishes that you're getting. It was a little bit more on the pricier side than some of the other food courts that we had visited, but highly recommend Icon Siam. Just the whole experience of that place, that food market itself is just beautiful. All right, so moving on to another food court, we went to do a little bit of shopping, I guess, hey?
Yeah, we just wanted to explore MBK. We've seen it in a lot of vlogs as well, and we just wanted to see what it's all about.
So MBK is like one of those malls or shopping centers where they're well known for like electronic devices. They're also a place where you get a lot of the knockoff brands and that kind of stuff. So we went to go and check it out, and we got hungry and decided to go to the food court there.
Of course, we got hungry 5 minutes after entering the mall.
Looks like chicken noodles of some sort.
Yeah, I guess so. This is chicken curry and rice with it's like a sweet mint sauce.
I got the beef boat noodles, commonly referred to as blood noodles or blood soup.
So you ordered that chicken dish again?
Yes. So it looked like chicken biryani, but it was actually chicken curry with rice. It had a bit of a sweetish taste to it, which I didn't dislike. It was just different, but it's still very tasty.
Trey doesn't like sweet dishes.
Yeah.
Troy ordered a chicken noodle dish. I can't remember what it was called. And that was very good.
It was tasty, and it was a massive portion as well.
I decided to be a little bit more adventurous and try a very popular Thai dish, which is called boat noodle. Essentially, it's either pork or beef. Shocking thing about it is that the soup itself is made from blood. Just the thought of it sounds really very strange and like, sort of makes you feel weird about it. But I have to tell you, that was possibly one of the best tasting meals I had in Thailand. I'm an absolute fan of boat noodles now. The flavor and the richness of that.
It was really
that soup was so good. If you ever see boat noodles, definitely try it. It is one of the best tasting meals I've ever had. So guys, we were on a mission to find as many Michelin guide restaurants that we could while we were in Bangkok. So what we did was, the one night we went to this food court in the Siam Paragon. They had like almost every Michelin guide satellite restaurant you could think of. Tried a couple of different dishes.
Some of the dishes that we tried were khao soi.
Yes, that was a new one. This is the first time we were trying khao soi. That was Michelin guide brand called On Tong.
We had pad thai as well.
That was another famous one. That was Tip Samai.
And we had chicken rice.
Yeah, and then that was also one of the very popular brands from Go Ang. So that was my first time having khao soi. Between boat noodles and khao soi, those have become my two new favorite dishes in Thailand, from Thailand.
It was so good.
It was just rich, flavorful, and comforting, delicious. It's basically a noodle dish, almost creamy broth, and it has the texture, like a really nice texture with those like fried noodles on the top. Delicious.
It had like a coconut milk profile too.
It reminds me a lot of laksa.
Yes.
It's very similar to laksa in terms of the flavors and the profiles. Troy had the chicken rice, and he just said it tasted like chicken. But it was very nice. And then you tried the Tip Samai pad thai.
That was very tasty as well, especially after you added all the accompaniments with it.
Yeah, in the beginning you were like, it's a bit sweet. Trey added all the condiments, and then it was really good. So definitely highly recommend. A lot of these places are hyped up on social media and in vlogs and things like that, but it's definitely high quality meals, and it's definitely worth a try if you're in the Siam Paragon. Oh yeah, and then I forgot to mention the chicken blood blocks.
So the chicken rice came with a little cube of chicken blood,
yes,
which he tried.
Yeah. Look, I mean, in a lot of Thai dishes, you'll always find like this little block. I decided to try it. And yeah, basically all I can say is it's not for me. It's a bit gelatinous. It didn't really have any kind of interesting flavor that appealed to me. So I just decided to skip it. Curious, just try it, and you never know, you might like it. Okay, so while we're on the subject of Michelin guide restaurants, this place has got to be the best fried chicken I've ever had.
Definitely.
It was just out of the world.
Garlic fried chicken with rice and papaya salad, which was salt crab papaya salad.
Yes.
It was
unbelievable.
Yeah, it doesn't look like much when you look at it, but it was so packed with flavor. It was just delicious.
There's just some fried chicken, but what actually makes the dish is the fried garlic that it's served with. The chicken's very soft and tender, crunch from the fried garlic. And then obviously it's that beautiful white rice. The combination of that is just absolutely amazing. And I can't express to you how good that meal was. And then obviously complemented with the freshness of that.
Papaya salad. So it's just grated green papaya with some fish sauce and some salt and sugar and spice. And I always had some baby crab in it. Sounds weird, but it's just so good.
It was really, really good. So this is definitely one of those places we highly recommend you go to. Just amazing.
It was.
The Jodd's Fair Market. So this is one of the most popular night markets in Bangkok. There's actually two of them. We went to the newer version. I'll put the name on the screen of the place, of the exact place. Essentially a massive night market that caters to a variety of things. So shopping,
arts and crafts, some games and activities,
live entertainment, and lots and lots of food places.
It's got a cool setup as well.
We were like kind of more in a snacking mood.
Yeah.
So we were just wanted to shop around and then try out a lot of the different things that were on offer.
So I had the most delicious stuffed pepper, and it was stuffed with this pork meat. It was so flavorful and the meat was so
juicy.
It was just yeah, my mouth is watering thinking about it. It was just so good.
And I finally got to try the Coke slushy. It's like Coke bottles that are constantly shaking in these like ice machines, and as soon as they touch them, turns into a slushy. Really, really, really refreshing, especially for the 30-degree sort of 100% humidity heat that we were in that night anyway. Those pandan coconut
those little
pancakes.
They were so warm, gooey in the center. It was the perfect snack to end the night.
That was very, very nice. We also tried a bunch of other things. Troy had some sushi. I had a Korean fried chicken. Wow.
Good. Tender.
I guess schnitzel, which is also very, very tasty. So we definitely highly recommend going to the Jodd's Fair Market. It is a little bit more on the pricier side from other street food vendors in other markets. I think the vibe and the ambiance and the variety that you get makes up for it.
Definitely.
Okay, and then lastly, guys, we wanted to talk about two cafes that actually stood out to us while we were in Bangkok. One is the Arabica Cafe or coffee shop that had just opened a couple weeks before we got to Bangkok, and it's on the 55th floor of this building. I don't remember the name of the building. I'll put it in as a title. And it was such a unique experience. Like you go through this like really strange elevator and you get to the top. It's on the 55th floor.
Amazing view, 180-degree view of Bangkok.
If you didn't want to go to one of those touristy viewpoint places, I would just go to this coffee shop and have a coffee and just check out the view. It was absolutely beautiful. We tried two things. We tried a
coffee ice cream.
Coffee ice cream, and I had an iced coffee.
Coffee ice cream had a very unique taste. At first, the intense coffee flavor hits you, and then as it mellows out, it has this lovely chocolatey flavor. Different, but it's actually so good.
Arabica coffee is for coffee lovers, so just a little bit of a disclaimer that the coffees are quite like intense.
Yeah.
Even my iced coffee was like, the flavor was very intense, but it was very, very tasty coffee. The second one was a place called Open House.
Yeah, it was our last day, and we had checked out of a hotel, and I think we needed a place to just hang out. Kind of like a library with restaurants and coffee shops,
pastry places,
live music, huge kiddies play area. Sounds crazy.
Yeah, it's hard to explain the space. There was like a lot going on in that space. It's absolutely beautiful. It looks like something out of Hogwarts with like all the books and stuff.
It does.
And we had some coffees from there also. Iced coffee, and you had
I had a delicious hot chocolate.
And that place, I would just give it 5 out of 5 for how beautiful the space is. Coffees and hot chocolates and things were really good, and there was like a live band playing music, so the vibes were also just amazing. So we highly recommend going to Open House, and that's in the Central Embassy Mall. Okay guys, so that was everything that we ate and loved while we were in Bangkok. Hopefully you found it useful and inspiring to go and try out some of these places.
And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more food and travel content.
Yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.